Hi everyone, Flaming Footy here and welcome back to a new YouTube video on the channel. And today guys, here we are to continue my AFL 23 rebuilding series, and in today's video we're going to be rebuilding or attempting to rebuild the Gold Coast Suns in AFL 23. Now of course, if you guys have followed this series in AFL Evolution 2 or AFL 23, all you need to do is really just watch one to know how these work, and of course we'll be trying to do one for every team. And today we're going to be rebuilding Gold Coast, and we unfortunately enough lose our first game to Brisbane in the pre-season, but yep, last time we did Collingwood, and next up after this one will be Adelaide. So, yep, we'll be going through the full rebuild order at the end of the video. But anyway, though, of course, we'll simulate through these games. A very nice round one win by 1 point against Sydney. Bit of confidence there. And what we're going to say is, because obviously we go through these rebuilds in a very similar order, but what we do is we play the game, well, simulate the games, then we go through contracts. Anybody that is uncontracted gets traded, and then yeah, we just go from there, build a list. And again, my aim for today is a bit of young talent, so unfortunately enough we lost that one, but yeah, my aim is to try and get some young talent in the door, because this is already a very nice young list. So maybe not offering contracts to older experienced players perhaps could be the go, but still though, keeping some veterans like Levi Casbolt and David Swallow is what I'm going to try and do. But anyway though, we're going to go ahead and have a look at these games now. So we're currently third on 20 points, and unfortunately enough we lose that one to the Tigers at Marvel. Got the Demons now, Saturday Twilight, Heritage Bank Stadium, we lose that one. So a couple of big losses. Now playing West Coast, who have lost their last 5 games, a late Friday nighter. And yeah, nice win there, 18 points. Now playing the Lions in the Q Clash in Sir Doug Nicholls round, and just go down by 14 points. Time to play the Western Bulldogs now. Sir Doug Nicholls round, of course. We've got the 2 TIO games coming up. We lose that one by 5, and now it's the mid-season rookie draft. And again, Carlton, Giants and Collingwood, the only 3 sides to pick there. I believe it was Carlton and Giants, which had 2 picks. We get smashed by Adelaide, so it's not quite going to plan. Both these 2 sides need a win. Both these 2 sides had nearly lost their last 3. We don't want to be doing that. We want to go that. We've lost our last 3. Carlton had lost their last 3 until they won one last week, and concerning signs. The Hawks now have lost their last 2. We've lost our last 4. And we get the win there. So we're just outside the top 8 now. We're playing the Pies, who are in 3rd. There's not a whole heap separating us between some of the better sides, but we lose that one. And now we've got the Power on a Saturday night at the Adelaide Oval. So need to capitalise, need to win this game, and we don't. We go down by 58. So looks like there's a bit of work to be doing, in all honesty. Here we're playing the Saints now at Heritage Bank Stadium. Need the win here and we lose. So there are concerning signs indeed. To save our season, we have to win this game. To save our season. That is huge. We've got the Q Clash now. This time it's our home Q Clash, Heritage Bank Stadium. It'd be huge to knock off Brisbane, and we lose by 6. So it needs to come down. We need to win every game from here. We're playing the 17th place at Adelaide, so we should win. We do, by 5 points. We're playing the Swans, another fellow finals contestant. We need to beat them. I know that we've got the Swans, which we lose, so that's probably season over. Got the Blues now. We need to win both of our last 2 games and hope that the Freo, St Kilda Giants lose all of them. We've got Carlton, Blues, and it's season over. Winning with still a sneaky chance. Alright, so here we go. We're still in it. We need a whole heap of percentage. We need a whole ton of percentage. We need to beat them by about 200 points here. So a 34-point win I'd be assuming is not enough, and it's not. We're finishing 11th, and just percentage being the very poor factor. So, look, 12th, probably equal in finals, I reckon. Let's have a look. So, equal 10th. We finished 13th, so, yeah, not great. Not great, but we go through the Brownlow. Neil wins it, and our highest polling player was Took Miller with the 17 votes. Coleman, don't see anybody. Noah Anderson, 22, and nobody there at all, even a chance for the Rising Star. Nobody from our club even polled any votes at all. All Australian team. Alex Davies got in as a forward, and Mac Andrew as a defender. So obviously those 2 players are 2 which we're going to be looking to keep due to their good form this year. So trade period is now officially open. Right, here we go. So we're going to go to team management, list management, player contracts. This is the first thing we do. So Sam Flanders, obviously a really good young up-and-coming player. Of course, you can see the draft pick, which we got him. You can see the potential and all that here. Yeah, we're just going to sign him. That's a lot of money for him, but we'll give it to him. Alex Davies, of course, he gets to stay as well. And I mean, in a brilliant year, of course, he's going to be wanting a bit more money, a contract extension, and 353,000. I'm very happy to give him that because, look, I mean, if he's playing well, which he has been this year, he obviously deserves a contract. Nick Holman, of course, another experienced son. I think that we can give him a contract depending on what he wants. He wants 442, so again, no issue there for Nick Holman. I'm happy to do that. Alright, there we go. So we've got Holman now as well. Looks like a lot of these players are actually contracted. Sam Day, 87 rated. I think we'll trade him. I think there's a bit of trade value there. Tom Berry, we'll see with him. He was like the rank and replacement, I guess, but depends. 443. I reckon we can probably let him go. Anderson, what is he on? I'll offer him up as much as 375, but this is a very good young midfield group. So, yeah, okay, so he's going to be going. So, we've got lots of good players on the trade table this year, so we're going to try and go for some young talent. Jeremy Sharp, obviously going to sign him on. There'd be a lot of clubs that would want him, and we do not want to give him up for sure. We want to keep him here at this football club, and he's signed on, so nicely done there. Right, who else now do we want to try and do? We've got James Citus, I think it might be. We'll just start by offering him up 130. There we go. Sweet. So he signs on. Right. Yes, Oya, we need him. We'll give him a... Well, actually, no, you know what? We'll go back to rookie category B. We'll give him a little increase of pay. He wants a little bit more. Alright. There we go. 188,000. I mean, this man is like... Yeah, he's a good player. Brock won't be at the club. McLaughlin, he can be, though. He can be at the club. I'm happy, like a key forward. There we go. Sign him on. Sweet. Right, who else have we got? Jake Stain. Again, we could probably get him really cheaply, in all honesty. I don't think that there's a whole heap that he want. Okay, well, we obviously signed him. Right, Rosas. This guy, oh, geez, he's on good money. Malcolm Rosas. He's on great money, but obviously I need to keep him at this football club. He's a gun, this man. So he's accepted. Sweet. Right. Who else have we got now? We need Forkhead's not going to be playing here. Constable's not going to be playing here. Oh, what money's Constable on? He's a bit of a steal though. He's a bit of a steal. So 294. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm happy to do that. Right, now we want... Who else do we want? Levi Casbolt. How's he on the Category A list? Cannot spend... Like, how's he on the rookie list? That's my really surprising factor here. Yeah, look, we'll get him for the steal of the contracts. Whenever somebody comes off the rookie list, look at how easy it is to sign them. Right, so we've done Casbolt, Blakely... If he can stay on the category list, like on the rookie list, I'm happy to keep him here. But if he can't, yeah, then he'll be going. Right. So I think in terms of contracts, there's a lot of players that will unfortunately enough be leaving us at the end of the year. But I don't think it's a bad thing. Berry did want a fair bit of money. Do we go for him? I'll offer. Yeah, that's a little bit too much, unfortunately, for him. And what about Sam Day? What money is he on? Yeah, that's too expensive to keep him here. So, alright, so we're going to go through the list. So we're just going to remember some names and then get some trades going. So we've got Sam Day, Tom Berry, and James Anderson. Sam Day, Tom Berry, and Anderson. Right, so we'll trade with Brisbane. Oh, actually, no. Yes, we will trade with Brisbane. We'll give them, I know Uwan was one that came off contract. I know Forkhead was another one which came off contract. I know Brock was another one that came off contract. So give them guys, 76, 72, 72. We want Jasper Fletcher in return. How good would he be? Oh, actually, no, you know what? We're going to go Kyle Lohman instead. I think he would add a bit of a difference to our forward line. So we're going to sign this man up. 135 will first ask that question. He wants a little over 200,000. So again, 205,000, 3-year deal. He should take this. Yep. So first we're going to do this, and then we're going to go for their first and second and third round pick. I mean, look, they're getting 3 players here for relatively a good deal. Immediately decline. Alright, so we'll take out that. We're just going to keep on chipping away at them until we get closer to what we want. I know 15 is a fair stretch. Probably their first round pick is probably a little bit too much. Quickly decline. What about just 37? I think that's got to be getting closer. Quickly decline. What about just 55? We're kind of giving away a fair bit here, but declining off after some consideration, and then we'll give them 65. Well, actually, no, we'll give them 83, a back end pick, which we won't want anyway. After some, so they're only giving us some consideration at the moment. I guess this is where futures can come in. So this is the future. So we'll give away a future round 3, I reckon, for Kyle Lohman and pick 55. What about if we bump out that pick to 73? There we go. So we've done a good job there. We've done a really good job. So Uland, Forkhead, Brock, and future round 3 draft pick to Brisbane for Lohman and pick 73 in return. Now I know Sam Day is on the move, and so is kind of Blakely, and so is James Anderson. Is there anybody else here that's on the move? Let's have a look. No, not that I am aware of. I know, I'm pretty sure Berry. Yeah, Berry's on the move as well. But we'll do this. We'll go Blakely to Essendon. And because we've got Jared Witts, I don't know if we have like another really good backup ruck. So I think Nick Bryan is a very good one to have. I think he'd be a very handy one. He was a higher pick in the draft, to pick 38. He wants 202, so again, another really nice, easy steal here. There we go, he's accepted. Now, because we are overpaying here, we are definitely going to want a couple of picks in return. I think they should relatively immediately decline, alright. Right, well then we're just going to keep on doing my little trade strategy. Just keep on pushing them until they get over the line. I think 36 and 54 is probably going to be enough here. Declining off after some consideration. What about 36? I mean, I'm happy to give him a late draft pick. Oh, no, I don't want their 108. No, that's not what I want. I'm happy to give them a late draft pick, 83. Because this is stuff which we're not needing. So if we can give them stuff which I don't want, like these late picks, yeah, that'd be great. Alright, well then I think that we'll have to step up and give them 73 then. We'll ask this question after long considerations, alright. I don't know if, let's see, I don't know if McLaughlin actually got a contract here, so I think that this might work then. Throwing another player, decline after long considerations. Alright, well then we'll give him 83 and 101, and I think this should be enough here to get this deal done, and it's still not. What about 73 and 83? This has to be enough. Decline off after long deliberations. Alright then, well then we'll change their pick to 54, and then we'll change our pick, we give them to 101. That might work. Yes, it does. So we're getting rid of these back-end useless picks, but we are getting back some more picks in the middle of the draft. Nice. Sam Day, I could definitely see him playing at Adelaide for whatever reason, so he'll be going there. Found Sam Day. There he is. He's an 87 rated player, and again though, we do know for young talent, this is the club to go to. This is the club which we want to look at if we want young talent, and well, I mean, young talent, they've got a whole heap of it. I think our defence is pretty good. I feel like it could be our like a forward line or something which could be a little bit better, maybe like a small forward like Lockie Murphy or Wayne Miller or something like that. Luke Pedler, he's got a very good potential and future. Schonberg is a really good option actually. I think I'm going to go Harry Schonberg. We'll go 307, 3-year deal. Ask the question because his potential is, look at that, like look at that, 82 to 91. So we'll ask the question. He's accepted the offer. Now again though, we are getting a player. Oh, they've got pick 4. What about Sam Day? We'll just ask this straight away and see if they do it. Immediately decline your offer. What about if we do a little pick swap here? We'll just try and Sam Day, pick 7 and 65 for Schonberg and pick 4. We're jumping up the pick order. Yes. So there we go. We gave up a first rounder, but in return we get an even better first round. We get pick 4. That is really good. And now Jed Anderson is another one which is going to be leaving, and he can go to a club which does need midfield depth. So there we go. Oh no, it's not James Anderson. Sorry, it's Jed Anderson. Right. So we're going to go. Who do we want from them? Because he's 84, so we're going to have to think a little bit unders, because he is again an older player. So key defender in Edwards. We've got Luke Edwards, who's a midfielder. Gaff, Jinby. Jinby would be a great one, but they won't give up Jinby, I know that. Hewitt would be a really good one. Hoff, Hunt, Hearn, Jamieson, the ruck. Jermaine Jones, Noah Long. What about Noah? Oh, we're probably going to be unders. Xavier O'Neill. He could be a good one. Or something like a Petrocelli, I reckon. Something that might be struggling to get into this, this West Coast side, perhaps. We'll go Jack Petrocelli. We'll give him $400,000 a year, and he's accepted the offer. So, we'll first of all just ask straight swap. Oh, sweet. There we go. So, not too hard there at all. So, we've made trades with Brisbane, Essendon, Adelaide, and West Coast so far, which now means we go back to the play contracts and we see who is still unsigned, which it's looking like we've done a really good job so far. I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's Berry, and he might be the only one. It is Berry. We've given off all these people. We did have a couple of people which, like, I think had their, I think McLaughlin might have still been signed or something, but Berry's the only one now, and he is probably the one which we can get a really nice trade for. So we're not going to trade with any of these clubs. We're going to trade with a club which needs a small forward. Who might need a small forward? North probably needs small forwards. Hawthorn probably like a small forward. The Giants, I reckon we'll go with the Giants, even though they probably don't really need a small forward, but we do know that we know that they've got some really good young talent there, the Giants, and yeah, we can try and get one off for Berry. So where is Berry? Berry. I don't know if I signed Constable. I'm pretty sure I did. Berry, here he is. So he's got good potential. Lockie Ash. I would be very happy to overpay for this man. Not even gonna lie. I'd be happy. What have we got in terms of picks? We do have pick 4. They've got pick 11. Well, what about if we go pick 21? We give up pick 4, which means we are trading out some of our drafts, but then we try and get Lockie Ash. What sort of money is he on? He's not on huge money either. That's the thing. So we'll go like this. He want 802. Yeah, sorry. Right, well then that'll change up my whole thing now. So we've got Berry. We're not keen to move on a first round. I wasn't really keen to do that, but for somebody like Lockie Ash, I'd be very happy. Bedford. That would be like a straight replacement. This man is very good, and I think this would be a really straight replacement here. Berry comes in and we get rid of... so yeah, Berry goes out and Bedford comes in. I think that this is a really good deal. I think that we can maybe try and pick up one of their picks as well in the process, and we'll just give up a late one. We don't really want these late picks, and yeah, we don't need these late picks, so we're just gonna go ahead and do that. They should accept. They do. We don't want all those horrible late picks. So there we go. We gave up Berry, 119, 83, and 137, and in comes Bedford and 32. So that is very nice indeed. And now, as I do every year, which we're going to go to North Melbourne for this one, which I think we might have done that before, but we do have a future first and a future second, which there's always clubs which are looking, because we don't do this, obviously. We don't do this next season. So I think we'll ask this question. We'll first ask this question. Quickly decline. We'll take out 23 and we'll go 43. Because I know they're giving us don't take long to decline. Alright then, we'll do this. Decline your offer after some consideration. Then we'll give them, what about a future 4th rounder for this then? We'll throw in the sweetener, decline your offer after long consideration. We can just throw away our futures really. After long considerations. Alright, then we'll keep this, and then we'll change the pick from 61 to 79. We want that pick 2 in this draft, and we've got pick 2 in this year's draft. That is huge. If we have a little look at our draft bounty now, we can see that we've got pick 2, 4, 27, 32, 47, 54, 73, and 79. And then we can just like try and just trade back into next year's draft stuff, which we don't need. So yeah, that is a really good that is really good. We don't need those later picks. They're a bit frustrating. So yeah, I'm very happy with what we've managed to do. Just going to make sure that nobody else needs a contract, or that there's nobody else out of contract that could be traded. But I'm pretty sure, I believe Berry was the last one, which he was. So now I'm going to try and see if I can pick up, let's see, let's go Devon Robinson. Let's try and search all players. We'll go filter, we'll go club, we'll go Brisbane Lions AFL. Right, and then they delisted was it Answorth, or who was it? Was it Answorth? Loman is a son, isn't he? I thought he was a Gold Coast son, Kyle Loman. Right, what about, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Devon Robinson, view player contract, auto negotiate. Alright, so he should be a Gold Coast son now, I believe. Play contracts, Devon Robinson. Is he? This is where I messed up yesterday. I don't know how to get, like, yeah. I don't know how to get people in, but at least we've signed him and just have a look. So player transfers, it should be Bedford trade. Devon Robinson was delisted, so I believe, what if we go like this? And then we go to list management, and then we go to player transfers. Because we have a little bit of time, we can just, oh geez, Hugo Hagan and Lever swap club. That is a huge trade, by the way. Right, so then what about if we go to search all players, we go filter to Brisbane again. Let's try this, right? Yep. And then we signed him on, so let's just try this again, right? We'll add to watch list. Right, so we've done that now. Now we can go to watch list, find him here, view player contract. We'll just sign him on. We'll just sign him on for a little bit. We'll go 296. We'll submit. So I'm restructuring his contract. Here we go. It's going to keep on going. Here we go. 351,000. How am I restructuring his contract? That's my question. 424. I mean, I'm happy to pay this man 424 to switch sides in the Q clash. Alright. Oh, and he's hoping a trade deal can be made. So we've signed him, but we haven't signed him as a free agent. So now we've got to trade with Gold Coast. Sorry, with Brisbane again for Robinson, because we've already done that. So where is he? Let's just try this. Devon Robinson. Where is he? Has somebody already picked him up? I don't see him. Okay, that's weird, because he's not there. So he must already be a Gold Coast son then. Player transfers. Because I did pick him up, so we'll just have to wait and see come next time. Anyway though, now is time to go ahead and just yeah, we can have a look at the national draft. We can see the pick order. So there's our 2 early picks. We can go to the rookie draft. Can we have a look at that? We can have a look at the mid-season rookie draft. So we can see who people took. Okay, so we want to try and find club, Brisbane, AFL. Right, let's just try this again then. Let's actually try and do something a little bit different then. Let's try and go league. Let's just try and pick somebody up from the sample. Let's just try this. So who have we got here? We've got this guy who's a forward. Alright, then let's offer him up a contract. Oh wait, what? We can't offer him up a contract. Okay, right, interesting. Alright, well anyway though, we've had a little mess around here. It is time now to actually go ahead and yeah, get some start next season. The trade period is now officially closed. And yeah, now we can have a little look at our list. So pre-draft list lodgements. Let's see our roster here. Right. Here we go. So it's national draft. Alright, so we've got the second pick. We want to take... Can we filter? Oh, hang on, wait. We can find a Brisbane AFL, I reckon. Yep. We sure can, and he should be in here. That's exactly what we wanted. So we'll save that for a little bit later, because I don't think it'll be taken early. So I think we're going to take a young player, and now we can pick him up in the draft. This is good. So those are what those later picks can be used for. It can almost be like a delisted free agent kind of thing. Alright, so I've definitely learned something now. Let's just hope that nobody takes him. Right, we can filter. We can go to Brisbane. He's still there. We'll select him. Alright, there we go. That works out really well. Right, we'll take this guy. Alright, so I've definitely learnt something today. Right, we've got another pick here. We'll have a look at Adelaide and see. Jackson Haitley. What is he doing in here? Although Shane McAdam, nah, I'm going to take Haitley, a younger midfielder. So this is what we can do. Now pick 53, we're going to go ahead and take another younger player. Wish I held on to some of those back-end selections now. I think this might actually be our potentially last pick in the draft. Let's take somebody from... let's see who the Western Bulldogs delisted. McNeil, Rourke Smith... nobody of real interest. What about West Coast might have delisted people. West Coast Eagles AFL. They delisted Ryan Marrick. Jai Cully. How are they delisting this man? That's insane. Right, we've got another draft pick here. We're going to take this defensive player, like a defensive forward. Alright, I think that's us done in the draft, and it is. So now it's a rookie draft. And do we have a pick in this? Of course we don't. We never have picks in the rookie draft. It's weird, but we just never do. We never seem to have picks in this rookie draft. Yeah, anyway though, now it's the final list lodgement deadline. So we've picked up a couple of really good players. We're just going to go ahead and leave it to list management. Assigned Guernsey numbers. So we got Robertson, we got Haitley. We got some really good players there, I must admit. So we're going to go ahead and just auto assign. Yes. Alright, here we go. End of year, so beginning of brand new year. We're just trying to uncover a few little sneaky tricks to use, and well, yeah, now that I know that we can actually pick up delisted players in the draft, which I actually didn't know you could do that, but now I know that we can, so that's brilliant. Got a pre-season hit out against Essendon. We lose that one by 25. And now playing a game at TIO Stadium in round 1. Has this pledge to have a couple more home games in Darwin worked? Well, I mean, we get the win by 2, so, interesting. Heritage Bank Stadium now, we lose to Brisbane in the Q Clash. Got another game against Melbourne, so we actually haven't had to travel, or we actually have not had an away game so far. Now it's gather round, it's at the Adelaide Hills. It's still classed as a home game though for us, and we lose this one under Lysa Carlton. Our first real travel, our first proper away game, because gather round was neutral, was against Freo under lights in Perth, and it's been a disastrous start. Back at Heritage Bank Stadium now to take on the West Coast Eagles, and oh boy, what a good win it would be to get them. We don't get them. They get us. We're on the bottom of the ladder, and we didn't do a whole heap to this club. It's Anzac Day round. Swans of the SCG is a tough task. We have started poorly. The Saints have won their last 3 and are knocking on the door of the top 8. Heritage Bank Stadium, we win. Now we've got the Pies prime timer. Whenever we do like second season, we're always in prime time everywhere. All of these clubs that we've done so far have gotten a whole heap of prime time games that we've done. Tigers, Heritage Bank, lose by a point. This is a disastrous year playing the Cats now at GMHBA. They're a very tough task down there, but we win the most of unlikeliest of wins. Got the mid-season rookie draft now, and there's a little bit of hope for this season. A little bit of hope. Got the Crows. There's a little bit of hope for this year though. There is well and truly some hope. We simulate this one and we win comfortably by 58, I think it was. Now got the Kangaroos at Heritage Bank Stadium, who are on top of the table at the moment. We lose that one by 22, but our year is not looking good. We're playing The Giants at Monica Oval, round 15 prime time game. 16th versus 17th. Really unappealing game. We get absolutely smashed. Now playing the Dogs in another 16th vs 17th game. This time again though, continue being 17th at Marvel. We get the 1 point win. It's not that overly exciting. I mean, we're only 3 games out of the top 8 at the moment, but we got to win every game from here, and very uninformed Essendon team get their form back against us like most sides have. We can just not, like, always the goal is to always finish higher than we did the previous year, and we'll win this one by 21. So 13th in all honesty is not too hard to finish higher than, so it'd be disappointing if we didn't manage to finish higher than that. The Eagles, who are having an alright year, well, we beat them by 2 points, so now there's a little bit of fight about us. We're playing the Dockers now. We win that one, so 7 points. We won that one by 7 points. If we can knock off the Swans, it gives us just a little bit of hope. We're on the game outside the top 8. All of a sudden, we get absolutely smashed at TIO Stadium. That's our second game for the year at TIO, and I believe that'll be it. But round 22, we're playing the Lions at Gabba. We win by 21. I don't think it'll save our season. It won't. We've got the Dons now, and if we make finals from here, it'd be huge. And that is our season done. 46-point loss, but we have to win this game if we want to finish higher than we did before. A Channel 7 Sunday afternoon game at the MCG is our loss by 28. And in the end, we finished inside the bottom 4, so not great, especially after the players which we managed to acquire and all that. The 15th place finish is disappointing. Now we go to the fixtures, we see who won the flag, and let's have a look. It was the Swans that smashed the Demons by 60 in the end, so a really boring grand final after they got away in that second term, continued on in the third term, then finished them off in the final term. Interesting. Alright, well, rebuild list. I'm sure you guys have waited to the end of the video to see what the rebuild list is, as I go over it in every rebuild. So the first one was West Coast, Western Bulldogs. Then we've done Geelong, Essendon and Collingwood. This one was Gold Coast. Next up is Adelaide. So again, quite a very similar task to Gold Coast as well. We know they've got a lot of young players, so probably trying to add to that list will be the aim. And Adelaide finished 18th in this season. And then after Adelaide, it's Sydney, St Kilda, Melbourne, Port Adelaide, Carlton, Hawthorn, GWS, Fremantle, Brisbane, Richmond and North Melbourne to finish off the rebuild series. Anyway, though, this one was a bit of a shorter one, even though they're all relatively long, but a little bit of a shorter one, which is better. But anyway, though, unfortunately enough with this young list, sometimes the rebuilds just don't quite work, and unfortunately enough in this one, it just didn't quite work. But anyway, though, thank you guys so much for watching. Please do make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. See you guys never miss another video on the channel. Thank you guys so much. It's Brother Run, Flame Footy out.